everyone, and welcome to Cosplay Tea Time, a fun community of cosplayers bringing you podcast recordings where we'll talk about different themes, anime, shows, all that fun stuff, as well as the art of cosplaying, conventions, and so much more. We have a lot in store, and we've done a lot over the past 4 years, as today we're celebrating 4 years of Cosplay Tea Time, both on YouTube and Spotify, so thank you everyone for the support. Over the last 4 years, we have so much more planned, and we're super excited to see what's going to be in store. So today's theme is a fairy garden tea party. So most of us like fairies, gardens are nice, tea is always a good idea, so combine all three, and this is what we got. So we're going to get into all of that, but first, as always, I like to introduce the guest and tea sippers here with me, starting with...
One, the only Mousey of Cosplay Tea Time. Woo-hoo! Oh, I'm so happy. It's so good to be back. I miss this so much.
We missed you, Mousey. I mean, we saw little pictures and videos here and there, so, but it's good that you're back on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yay! So we have Mousey, and then of course, my name is Jen. I'm the founder of Cosplay Tea Time as well as today's host. I go by she, her pronouns. You can find me Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at JenCreated45. And today I'm doing an original fairy OC. Haven't thought of a name yet, but she is somebody I created. Not the dress I wanted to use, but just had some blue roses, new gloves that I got at the last convention I was at, and just feeling pretty today. So let's see. So with intros done and out of the way, we actually do have an icebreaker question, just one for today, which is, what did you bring for tea today?
Cheese.
Cheese. Oh, should have guessed. What kind of cheese?
Every kind.
Every kind? Oh, you just got like a warehouse of cheese.
Oh, yeah. I have cheddar. I have Gouda. I have Swiss. I also have American. I don't know why I have vegan, but I have vegan.
Yay, vegan cheese. That's what I've switched over to, and it's helping a lot. It's very good. Mousey brought the cheese, and of course I brought tea. I have a lemon ginger tea that's supposed to help with my stomach and everything, and then I baked some fresh scones, just plain scones, and I forgot to bring down jelly. That gets pretty sticky after a while, so I have some fresh scones and a lovely cup of tea for today. I wish I could share, Mousey. Sure, cheese and scones go well. I once made bacon and cheddar scones with my sister. A little bit salty, so just beware, but they were still pretty good, especially dipped in the potato soup. Oh, I'm gonna get hungry. Oh no. Always seems to happen here. Let's see. So, yep, that was our one and only icebreaker question. So we're just gonna do our little spiel about today's episode, and then we'll get right into those theme questions. So welcome one and all to Cosplay Tea Time's 4-year anniversary. Yay! To celebrate, Cosplay Tea Time guest and tea sippers have donned on their very finest cosplays to discuss their favorite moments from the podcast over the years and discuss any potential future projects of the recordings, as well as talk about fairies and tea and all of that good stuff. So, let's see. With that done, we're going to move on to our first question on the list, which is, where in the world would you want to visit for a tea party? Could be real world or anime show world.
Disneyland.
Disneyland?
Yeah, Disneyland.
Oh.
Have tea with the Mad Hatter. Oh, yeah, he'd love me. I'm a talking mouse, and there's talking animals. I fit right in.
There you go.
Jen, please come with me. Please.
I will come with you. Yes, we have a Disney podcast recording out there,
Yeah.
so I think that'd be cute. Having tea with the Mad Hatter would be so adorable, especially since you're kind of based off of Alice in Wonderland, at least in my mind. Sitting in the teacup, the little sleepy dormouse is so adorable. So I think it'd be a pair made in Disneyland heaven or whatever you want to call it. Mhm. Oh gosh. Let's see. So where would I want to have tea at? If we're talking real world, it'd probably be Japan. I've been seeing videos of like tea ceremonies and all that good stuff, and I think that would be so wonderful to do, just to sit down, unwind, and have a cup of tea. A very lovely country. And then if I had to say like in an anime or series world, I would say Ruby. I would say like Blake's parents' house because they have like such a nice aesthetic. Before the fire, I think it got fixed, but I think having tea with them, the menagerie and everything would be very nice, very lovely. Let's see. Up
I'm
next we
afraid of Blake
have.
and her parents.
Oh yeah,
I'm
maybe.
afraid of them.
Oh no, I didn't think of that.
I'll just put it
Oh,
in your backpack and you can sneak me cheese.
I'll sneak you some cheese. I'm sure they got the best cheese ever there. So.
Oh yeah, they look like they got the best cheese ever there. Looks like they buy cheese every day.
I know. That sounds good. Let's see. Up next we have Have you visited any gardens? What types of gardens are your favorite?
Um, I like all gardens where I could just go down through when no one can try and catch me. And if they do, I'm like, hey, I am a mascot, an actor.
Mm-hmm.
I am an exquisite cheese taster.
The finest exquisite cheese taster out there.
Yes, 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 yes.
I love that. Oh, yes. Yeah, there's something about like fantasy wise, just like running through a garden. Sounds like playful chasing and not like running for your life chasing. It sounds very magical. So, do you like
Yeah, that too.
that?
I honestly would take any garden though. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause the gardens I've been to in Maui, Hawaii. There's like a lavender farm, and there's like all these lavender fields, and it was very pleasant to walk through, very peaceful. Because then you can like see the ocean and all that. So it's like, ooh, 2 for 1, ocean and lavender, yeah. And then in Washington D.C., there's like a museum where there's different like plants and trees and herbs. I got so excited over the herbs. I really want an herb garden someday, but there's all these different types of plants, and it was very very lovely. So I can't remember the name of the museum, but it's on a street out there somewhere in D.C. Gotta go find it. Let's see. Up next, we have which brand of fairies do you like? And before I say anything else, not sponsored by any brands by any means, but is there like a specific fairy you like, or like a group of fairies that you like to see?
Everyone, sponsor us. And true. When it comes down to fairies, I grew up with Bella watching Winx Club. Does that count?
It does count, yes. I was gonna mention Winx. So they're coming out with
But
the
yeah, we
reboot.
love. Yeah, she's obsessed with Winx Club. Yeah.
Winx Club's always a good one. The original show. Winx Saga, that's a bit darker on Netflix, and then of course Netflix is coming out with a reboot in October, so I think around right when this podcast recording is coming out, so yay, a little bit of traction. So, and I actually have a music cosplay, and it's funny because the other fairies I wanted to mention was the Disney fairies like Tinkerbell, Silver Mist, Rosetta, all of those
Yeah.
ones, as well as Zarina, who I also cosplay. So, got the classic Disney fairies, Pixie Hollow. Trying to think if there's any others. I'm sure maybe some folks can put some down in their comments, like any fairies. I know there's Fae, but I believe that's different from fairies. Because I do Fae when she becomes like high Fae and everything. But specifically talking about fairies, we'll say Fae for another day. Fae for another day. So let's see. Up next question is, which tea is your favorite? Do you have a favorite type of tea?
Lemon tea.
Tea. Oh, ginger.
Yeah, I think when I have a sore throat,
Mm.
uh, 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 I don't like chicken noodle soup, but I gotta have it whenever I'm sick.
Mm.
Uh, but I really like the lemon tea that is made for me. You put squeeze the fresh lemon in, and then you just heat it up with, when it's mixed in water, and then oh yeah. Of course, you gotta put like a little bit of sugar in it too,
A
because
little bit of sugar.
it
Just make it.
breaks down on its own.
Yeah, it's a
Like
good
a
one.
hot lemonade. Hot, hot, hot.
Mm-hmm. Like that nice lemon tea. It definitely helps with sore throats and soothing. So it's a good choice. Let's see. For me, my favorite cup of tea of late has been lavender tea, especially this lavender black tea that I just bought from a shop. I actually got the cream brulee tea again, one that Naomi has mentioned in past episodes. I believe that's one of her favorites. So I got it last year and then ran out, so I bought more. So I got a lavender black tea as well. So those ones are nice. I'm down for any type of tea. You know, apple cinnamon's pretty good. Earl Greys are good. I do have lemon ginger tea. English breakfast is good, but it is pretty strong, and you'll stay caffeinated throughout the whole day. So just be careful with that one. But and then mint tea. Mint tea helped me a lot during my recovery. So it helped with like my stomach, the bloating, and then kind of kept me calm too. It's very nice, very lovely. Let's see. So we got teas and beverages aside, but now we got to ask the most important question, which is, which tea time snack is your favorite? Tea
I like
sandwiches.
chocolate chip cookies though too.
Ooh.
Those are really good. I thought sweet treat. And my always go-to treat is always some Gouget. Yummy cheese. That's that motor cheese, the yummy and fresh cheese. And fun fact: did you know that if you have moldy cheese, the mold will be deeper than the surface by 1 inch.
Is it?
A moldy cheese.
Uh-huh.
If you see mold on the surface of your cheese,
Mm-hmm.
below the surface of where the mold is actually sitting, it's actually 1 inch deeper.
Awesome. Oh. So does that mean it's safe to
Whether
eat
it
then?
shows itself or not. Um, Not really,
Mm.
but some people are symptomatic and some people are asymptomatic, but I still wouldn't recommend eating these.
Yeah, just to be safe. So you don't want to get sick, especially food poisoning. That is not fun. Then it's interesting because then you have blue cheese, which is like moldy, but it's still good for you to eat. So, and I love this time of year. I like getting like a fresh, squishy pear and like eating it with like blue cheese in between each bite. Oh, it's so good. It's one of my favorites. Bring that next time. So, gotta go back to the store and get some more. So, it's all good
That's so
snacks.
good.
All good snacks. Let me see. So my favorite snacks to have at tea time, going up the tier, would be egg sandwiches, like just a nice fluffy white bread with some egg salad in between. Of course, scones. I like plain scones. I like blueberry scones, and I want to try making pumpkin ones. And then for like dessert, like either lemon drop bars, which I have made twice. Pretty easy to make. I actually do like freshly squeeze the lemons, and that takes a while, but they come out so good. And then like anything chocolate, like a chocolate eclair or like a chocolate peanut butter bar bite or something. Those are very good. A variety of snacks. Alright, so let's see. Variety. Let's see, we have which character would you want to invite to tea?
I would love to invite you to see Caitlin Kierman from Arcade. She's just so refined. Like she has, I mean, she's very classy. I mean, and I feel like a lot of classy people would just love to come to a classy tea party.
Yes.
Same thing if you're not classy and you're into it, but like, just if you feel like you have class, you look like you have class. Come to the tea party.
The Mousey's little tea party. And she'd have like the nicest set of like teapots and teacups and everything, like the best in all the land. So yeah, definitely.
Jen, come to my tea party. I'm inviting you too.
So sweet. Thank you, Mousey. I'd love to come. Well,
You're
planning a third day.
welcome.
Oh, let's see. So we got Arcane. I'm gonna stick with Ruby. Of course, that's been on my mind, but yeah, if I could, it'd probably be Nora Valkyrie. I think she'd eat me out of house and home at the tea party and all that. And I guess Mitsuri Kondro from Demon Slayer as well. I think both of them would just make it a competition. I'd be like, I'm just trying to have a nice cup of tea and chat with you all about life and goals. And just like, nom 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 nom. God, it's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Those would be my two. Let's see. Up next, these last two questions are going to be tailored more towards cosplay tea time. So we're kind of veering off the fairy garden, even though it's very lovely to chat about that and tea and all that good stuff. So the first question related to cosplay tea time was, which cosplay tea time episode was your favorite to record and slash or watch?
Really? Wow. You can't make me pick. You can't make me pick.
I
If I
know it's so
can't pick, you
hard.
can't make me pick. It's not happening.
Oh, do you want me to go first?
I like all of them.
Like all of them. Okay.
I like all of them.
Watch
Watch all of them.
all of them.
Please,
Yes.
please,
After this one.
please. I'm very excited.
Yes. Very exciting. Let's see. It's funny because I'm just gonna say pretty much all of the holiday recordings we've done, especially the ones at the end of the year when we combine like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's into one podcast. Excuse me. Those are always fun. I like hearing how other people celebrate, what their plans are, different types of cosplays folks get into. It's very creative. So I like those ones. And then more recently, with season 7, the cosplay Start Stories Part 2. That was just fun. Getting to geek out about cosplay after it's been so long. So it's been like a year since we recorded and did that. So I was like, yay, we're back in it. That was very fun and exciting to do. And the episode is now out. So go check it out after this one. Let's see. And then our last question is, which theme should Cosplay Tea Time do next?
We should do a theme of fun. Musicals.
Ooh.
I want to talk about that one song from Harlem owned a tropical smoothie.
I'm not familiar with that one. You have to share the link later on, but that would be a good one.
Not gonna sing it in case of this copyright. But
Yeah.
look up Harlem owned a tropical smoothie.
Tropical smoothie. We can definitely do that. I know we did one on music a while back, and maybe musicals was mixed in there. I don't remember. It was a while ago. Yeah, that'd just be fun. Just one for like musicals. and talk about those. Uh-oh. Since there's so many of them, I don't know. Many to cut. Let's see, so which theme should Cosplay Tea Time do next? So we have a couple themes this season that are pretty good and exciting. I don't think I started a draft for season 8. I'm just like one season at a time now. But if I had to pick, what would we do? I don't even know. I think traveling in cosplay, because that was mentioned the other night. It was like how to like travel with your supplies and like shipping and all this
Yeah.
stuff. I'd like to go like further into depth about that and get folks who have traveled either across the world or across the country, wherever it may have been. Like, I think that would be interesting to talk about. As far as themes go, we're doing one of my other favorites this season, which is Dragon Prince. I'm looking forward to that one. I think I had to take Bluey out. Not like that. I didn't take Bluey out like that. I meant to say was that I removed Bluey from this season's list because I was like, okay, I think we got one too many. Like nobody signed up for the recording except for me, sad face.
I was about to say, don't take out Bluey.
Not like
Don't
that, you know.
don't take out the blue dog.
I know. I
No.
said that wrong. That was my mistake. Oh, no. But yeah, I just Bluey would be a fun one because I pretty much quote it every single day. I think yeah, cosplay and traveling would be a fun one to do. And I don't know. Whatever else we have planned up our sleeves, whatever comes up in conversation or is a hot topic in the Discord server, which y'all should join. I'll talk about that here in a second. But yeah, whatever comes our way, I'm sure we'll find something to talk about or bring up again. You know, the tea parties are pretty nice sometimes. So, and with that, that was all of my questions on my list. But as always, I like to turn it over to the guest and tea sipper, see if they have any questions for me in the tea room or for viewers out there. So, I'll see.
Got any fairy stories?
Any fairy stories? I might have one. Whenever I did, oh my gosh, another cosplay, Nora Fairy. That was back in 2024. It was in the spring. It was raining and it was cold, and I was wearing this little short sleeve dress. And I took some photos outside, and people are like driving by on the main road, and they're like seeing me cosplay, and I'm just like, hi. I'm a very anxious person. But finally, we were able to go inside, and I was like, okay, I can get warm, I can get dry. And as I'm standing in line, I could feel somebody like staring at me, and I was like, you already have a creeper? Like, what's going on? It wasn't a creeper. I feel bad having that thought now. But it was this teeny tiny little girl, and she was like standing by her dad's leg. She was so tiny. And she was like peeking around his leg and was just like looking up at me with like this little expression of like awe and excitement. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. And then I'm like, well, what do you do? So I waved at her, and she like shyly waved back, and then she like went around his leg and like hit her face and all this stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was so adorable. That was like the cutest moment ever. So yeah, you got any fairy stories, Mousey?
Oh, I have a messy fairy tale.
Mousey fairy tale. I'm sad. See.
One day I was just walking along my own business, and I went to the store and I got my cheese. And then I was walking back with my cheese, and I heard this music. I looked over to where I thought the music was, and I just see all these fairies dancing around and
Mm.
having food, and it was having a fun time. So
Oh.
I thought, I looked down at my big old wheel of cheese, and I'm like, I'm gonna give them some cheese.
Oh.
So I went over to them and I said, does anybody want some cheese? I can cut a piece for you guys and you can have a fun time eating this cheese. I love cheese. And they're like, oh, Rosie, that's so cool. I would love cheese. So I took my whole wheel and I chopped it in half with an axe. And then I gave them half the wheel of cheese. They're like, wait a second, you should spend time with us, you cool mouse. And I'm like, oh, I'd love to. So then I'm dancing and having a good time. I'm like, what? And then comes, there was a story with a dragon and all this good stuff. That was a fun time.
Oh.
And then the sun went down and they're like, well, party's over. I take my apple wheel of cheese back with me to my little hut. And then I was like, oh man, I had a great time today. And then I fell asleep because I had so much fun with all the fairies.
Oh, what a little magical tale. I love that. Now see fairy tales coming soon. That'll be our next project. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty special. And that's good that you were sharing your cheese with others. So it's good to share. Sharing is caring. So we share these stories, podcasts, experiences. We make new memories, new stories to tell. So it's been fun. 4 years. Can't believe it. Let's see. Any other thoughts or questions, Mousey?
Just I'm looking back on all the years of cosplay tea time so far. Ah,
It's fun to look
good
back.
time, good
Mm.
time. Yep,
We
yep, good
started
times.
little
Like
baby podcast.
when Brittany promised that we'd summon the thief god, and we have yet to right now. So
And
yeah,
it's made a couple appearances
we
here and
will.
there.
Yeah,
You know, and Peep God and whatever else comes our way. So it's crazy to think we started. It was about 4 years ago, yeah. And it was like very few people. We were just trying to come up with like ideas, like what do we do, how do we format these, how do we edit videos, how do we post them, and all this stuff. And then slowly over the years, it's just it's grown a lot. And we got people on the server now just talking about cosplay and shows. We've got folks joining, sharing their experiences, being willing to put up with my questions and say, like, hey, let's talk more about this topic or share about this topic and stuff. So we've done tea research, we've done, you know, cleaning, hand sanitizing, we've done it all. I'm just going to post all the links down below. I don't feel like doing every single video that I mentioned, so all the podcasts will be in the description below. So yeah, now it's like we have all these social media accounts. We've got Spirit Week, which is also when this video is getting posted. It'll probably be towards the end of Spirit Week, but hopefully we'll do one again next year. So it's just crazy to think what this whole thing has been, and it's been such a learning experience for me. I feel like I've learned and grown along the way. I've been able to chat with folks, come out of my shell a bit more. I'm still a bit anxious during conventions. I think that's just me. But eventually, once I warm up to me, I think everybody can attest here in the server. Then I'm like, I won't leave you alone. I'll send you gifts. I'll send you memes. So, I've learned for life. So, yeah. So just want to say, folks out there who are watching, thanks for watching today's podcast episode. Thanks for all the support over the last 4 years. Cheers to many more. So if you're a cosplayer out there and you want to join Cosplay Tea Time, make sure you message us. Link tree down below, all that fun stuff. Have to be 18 years or older to join, just for safety reasons. Just follow us, support us. We'd really appreciate it. Keep watching these episodes. More to come. So I'm excited to see what's going to be in store. So, and with that, we're going to take off into our little corners of the world. But again, just want to say thank you all for watching. Hopefully you're taking care, staying safe, and we'll see you in the next episode. And as always, keep sipping away, and cheers to many more years. Bye, everyone!